Hi everyone, welcome to TD Nihongo Hub. I'm Timansa and today we are starting a special series about how people in Japan prepare for the new year or else in their language, Shōgatsu. The new year is the most important holiday in Japan, celebrated with many customs that date back centuries. Before it arrives, families do a lot of preparation, and that's what we are going to talk about today. One big part of this whole preparation process is cleaning everything from top to bottom, which they call as Ōsōji. This isn't just regular cleaning, it's about clearing out all year's dust and bad luck, making space for a fresh new start. This tradition comes from the Buddhist belief that a clean home helps to welcome Toshigami-sama, which they call the New Year's god, who brings blessings and good fortune for the year ahead. Okay, so let's talk about this preparation process or else Omisaka in detail. When talking about the traditions related to Omisaka or the time period before the Shinnen, the New Year, the first thing that comes up to my mind is Ōsōji. This is a big cleanup before the New Year. This usually happens in December and almost in the last week of the December. And during this time period, the families clean their homes, offices, and even schools. Some companies even close early to give employees a time for Sochi. Why is that? Because it is seen as a way to purify not only the physical space but also the mind, leaving behind the stresses and the trouble of the old year. So, in short, the meaning of Ōsōji is to remove the impurities and bad luck of the old year and welcome the deity with a pure heart. The next tradition is Nengajou Junbi. Okay, so this is about preparation of New Year greeting cards. These postcards are sent to friends, families, and colleagues, wishing them a happy and a prosperous New Year. Okay, so when talking about this Nengajou Junbi, it's just similar to Christmas cards in the West. Interestingly, these cards must arrive on January 1st. So the Japanese Postal Service prioritizes delivering them exactly on the New Year's Day. They often include the zodiac animal for the coming year and phrases like Akemashite omedetou gozaimasu, which is Happy New Year. Okay, next we talk about Kazari-tsuke, which is the decoration of the New Year decorations. These are several traditional decoration types, which is special to Japanese people, and also they have special meanings. Okay, when talking about this whole kazari or the decorations, the first thing that is the most special thing when it comes to the new year, named as kadomatsu. This decoration is made from pine, bamboo, and sometimes plum, plum branches. Okay, so these are placed at the entrance of homes or businesses to welcome ancestral spirits and gods of the harvest. Pine symbolizes longevity, bamboo represents strength, and the plum stands for resilience. So it has a great meaning, right? The next one is Kagami Mochi. This is also a New Year decoration made of two round rice cakes stacked with a small orange on the top. You can see it in the picture right there. And It symbolizes the passing of the old year and the coming of the new, representing prosperity and good health. This is usually displayed inside the house on a special altar. And the next New Year decoration that I'm going to tell you about is Shimenawa. These are sacred ropes made of rice straw hung above the doors to keep away evil spirits and invite purity. These are often decorated with paper strips, which is called as shide. Okay, then let's move into the next point. At midnight on the New Year's Eve, people gather to hear Juniji no Kane, the ringing of the temple bell 108 times. Okay, why 108 times? Let's see. This number 108 comes from the Buddhist beliefs and it represents the number of earthly desires, including greed and anger, or sins humans have. Ringing the bell is meant to cleanse these desires and start the new year fresh and pure. This is a very peaceful and a spiritual moment in Japan, often accompanied by the prayers. Before the new year ends, the families also eat Toshikoshi Soba. This is a long, thin buckwheat noodle eaten in the New Year's Eve. The long shape symbolizes a wish for a long and a healthy life, and eating these noodles is thought to cut off the hardships of the past year. It's a simple but meaningful dish enjoyed by many Japanese households. Okay, so that's a quick look at these some beautiful Japanese New Year traditions. This is just part 1. So stay tuned for more coming soon. If you have enjoyed this lesson, please like, share, and subscribe to TD Nihongo Hub for part 2 and many more fun lessons in both Sinhala and English languages. Also, please leave a comment below telling me which tradition you like the most or if you have any questions. I'd love to hear more from you. So, thank you for watching and supporting TD Nihongo Hub. See you soon. Mata ne!